So the idea of the zero program, both basic and advanced zero, is to rebuild from the ground up. We're going to apply that to the upper body too, with 20 reps of pronation, supination on each side, and radial and ulnar flexion. Now, a 4 or 5 pound, costs about 20 bucks at Lowe's or Home Depot, sledgehammer can work for all of these. So it's really cool. So some of the stuff in zero, while it's not technically zero, it's very close because anyone can get it without any special connections to fitness equipment. So what we're looking for here is getting the implement below 90 degrees. Most people at first, it'll be too stiff to do that with strict form, meaning you could cheat it. With all these drills, we're really trying to be strict with the form. And because we're in this position, might as well go this way too. Should go more that way. Now in my case, I broke this bone many years ago, so this was tougher for me. But then on this side, I broke the bone on the inside there, so this was a lot tougher. And then it can go the same with these drills. So you have both directions of turning your wrist this way, both directions of turning your wrist this way. The positions that are most commonly overused are just the basic flexion extension. So flexion extension of the wrist versus the actual radial and ulnar, because you have like two bones, radial and ulnar, those flexions, and then also pronation and supination. Now, I don't even think the names really matter there. It's 4 directions that most of us have never trained. I use those to rehabilitate. Sometimes if you've had a broken wrist or ankle, if you don't get into the nooks and crannies, it can really affect you for a long time. So simple, so cheap, saved me and a lot of others when it comes to rehabilitating the wrist. And now, knock on wood, I haven't had any issues, haven't had any wrist injuries since I actually started training them. So I took this as a sign as well. By injuring them, I probably need to figure out some basics. We've called this wrist stability for years, but now I'm actually making it, it used to just be a bonus, but now really applying this zero concept to the lower body, I just think it makes sense to apply to the upper body, because I believe a lot of even elbow pains come from weaknesses, meaning if we're just developing everything up here, but then not here, well then all our pressing, throwing, whatever, I feel like more stress is going to go into the elbow. The same way we start zero with the tibialis raised, well, we're going to start the zero upper body work with our wrists.